Helicopter 0 Whiskey contact. Helicopter 0 Whiskey. For planning purposes with the D-33, do you plan on being on the west side of the runway for the Boeing 001 Heavy pickup? Roger that. Helicopter 0 Whiskey, roger. Remain east of taxiway Alpha for an Embraer taxi northbound, and I do have one arrival probably about 10 minutes out.
Wow, what a way to start a Saturday morning, right?
Absolutely. This is amazing.
Hello to all of you guys watching on Boeing.com. We are live in Everett, Washington, just north of Seattle for the Boeing 777X first flight. I'm Josh Green with Boeing Communications. This is
Emily Sanchez with Boeing Marketing.
All right. And you know, it looks like the skies are gray today, but today is a lot better conditions than yesterday.
Yes, it definitely is, and it's unfortunate that we weren't able to fly yesterday, but of course safety is a priority here at Boeing, and the conditions just weren't right for us to take off. As you mentioned, it's looking a lot better today. Winds are in better condition. There's more of a ceiling, so we're excited to see the airplanes taxiing down now.
And on the webcast, you should be able to hear that chatter. That's air traffic control here at Paine Field. Keep in mind, this is a commercial airport, so there are other flights taking off. You know, a lot of people asked about that yesterday, Emily. It's like, hey, I can hear other flights coming in, going out. Yep. Why is it the 777X flying? But the parameters are different for first flight.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really came down to taking off in the north, and Ted described that for us yesterday, that all the other aircraft taking off here yesterday were going toward the south, and we have requirements. We want to go out over the water and make sure that we're as safe as possible for this very first maiden voyage of the 777X.
And there were about 8,000 employees joining us yesterday on the flight line here. And let's just take a look at the highlights. You can see a lot of spectators over at the Future of Flight. Journalists were with us. That's 777X leadership greeting the thousands of people out here. Craig Baumann was on the right side in the flight deck yesterday. Van Cheney on the left side. Same for today. Look at those crowds. It was wet. It was windy, but we still had a great time yesterday. 8,000 people. And a lot of people a lot of people are interested in this airplane. Total, throughout the day yesterday, there were more than 450,000 viewers.
What a great turnout.
On the
I
webcast.
Hope at least some of those are tuning back in this morning because I think it's going to be a really, really great day to fly this airplane. But what a great turnout. As you can see on the video, those wingtips folding down yesterday, that was a really exciting moment for the teams. And then the aircraft sat and waited for winds. Unfortunately, had to taxi back in. And now we're looking live at the aircraft as it continues to taxi down the runway. Again, hopeful that we can take off and have this first flight this morning.
Emily, let's talk a little bit about now it's going down. I believe that's taxiway A at Paine Field, going down to the south end, taking off to the north. Let's talk about those customers.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a nice shot of the customers. Again, 8 world-class customers that have purchased this aircraft so far. ANA, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, Emirates, Etihad, Lufthansa, Qatar, and Singapore. A huge thank you to those, and very cool that we can have all of their tails up there on that first 777X.
Eventually, you can see that those folding wing tips are up right now. Eventually, those are going to fold down. Emily, let's talk a little bit about the length of that wing. Why is it so important?
Absolutely. So the wing is really incredible, 236 feet span, and it's a larger wing than the 777-300ER. So with all that extra wing area, it's going to be able to create more lift for the airplane. Now that's really important on takeoff, one of the most important phases of flight, because it's going to create more lift, allowing the aircraft to not accelerate to such a fast speed. So for the same weight, we can take off with slower speeds. That means we'll have a shorter field length. So we can also take off with more weight using up that extra field length, or we can use that speed capability to reduce thrust and derate the airplane as well. All things that help our customers be able to be more flexible in their operations, whether that's carrying more passengers and payload, being able to use less thrust helps the environment and helps them in terms of maintenance cost and stuff like that. So the wing is really an incredible piece of this and allowing this takeoff to happen today.
And it has taken Boeing team members and valued partners around the world to make this aircraft a reality. Let's hear from some of them on this big day. And another live look down at Paine Field in Everett, Washington. We are just about half an hour or so north of Seattle in the Pacific Northwest part of the United States. Hello to everybody watching around the globe. What an exciting day for Boeing. What an exciting day for aviation. You are watching the 777X, the brand new 777X, taxiing onto the runway. This is the VIP area, which is close to that runway. You might have seen some of those yellow vests from the helicopter as the airplane was taxiing. Some of those are media, others are VIP. A lot of folks around the globe interested in this today.
Yeah, I'm so excited that people have turned out today as well. Again, unfortunately, yesterday we weren't able to take off, but today is looking a lot more promising as the aircraft continues to taxi down the runway.
And Ted, one of our pilots told us yesterday that the reason we take off to the north is that it's a lesser populated area. It's for the safety of the public. It's for the safety of Boeing crews. Safety is top priority on first flight.
Absolutely. It really is. And we want to make sure that we don't take off over populated areas, like you said, that we take every precaution on this maiden voyage of the brand new 777X. So we're going to sit here for a minute and just watch the airplane do its thing. And we'll come back when there's more action. And the winglets are folding down. Again, part of the 777X is those incredible wingtips that are going to fold up so it can fit in that Code E gate and then be able to fold down and have that full length span during flight, allowing it to have better aerodynamic capability and create that incredible lift that this wing is capable of. So just one of those steps in taking this airplane to take off.
All right, let's listen in.
Boeing 09 X-ray, just so...
and we've gotten word, it sounds like the chase planes are almost here and the airplane is moving to the runway. That's a great sight, Emily.
Absolutely a great sign. As you mentioned, just waiting maybe another short while on the chase planes, and then this airplane will take her maiden voyage. Turning out onto the main runway now.
One chase plane today. You might see it in the shot. Once again, the 777X will take off to the north, here from Paine Field in Everett, Washington.
Air 4 report, departing heavy Boeing 777 Air 4 maintain visual separation, caution wind. Boeing 09 X-ray. Just wanted to make sure you overheard that. There's a helicopter low level, 100 or 200 feet, AGL. It's going to be on the west side of 34 left when you proceed inbound. What altitude were you planning on being at?
You can really see how long those wings are now that it's on the runway. That's a good perspective, right?
Maintain visual separation with heavy Boeing 777. Just read it back to default sensors.
And here we go. Takeoff of the Boeing 777X.
Woo! That was so incredibly cool to watch.
Through the clouds and filtered sunshine, the beauty of that airplane shines through.
Absolutely. The building anticipation since yesterday. What a proud moment for all these teams around the world like we just saw, and all the people that came out to be a part of this today.
It feels like it's been raining here for 3 weeks, and the sun has finally come out. What a spectacular takeoff.
It really, really was. I think it's a good sign.
Yeah. So tell us what happens now, Emily.
Yeah, so the airplane is going to do its flight today. They're going to try to open up the envelope, as our pilot Ted Grady was talking about yesterday. So they'll spend at least a few hours in the air trying to do some of that, and then they're going to land back at Boeing Field.
Okay.